Hey, I thought I'd do another little quick update from my Switch port review series. This morning, the Arcade Archives Sengoku 3 port dropped today. Now, I have quite a bit of experience with this game. It's probably not going to show with my gameplay because I haven't played it through in many years. But this is a pretty impressive port. I believe it's also going to be on PS4, so if you want to play it on that console, you can as well. It's pretty by the numbers. All the hamster ports are pretty much just they're arcade perfect. They don't really have a lot of extra stuff. There's this high score mode here, which I might mess around with once I'm a little better with the game again. So there's quite the myriad of options here. I was kind of impressed with how much this has. So there's all this stuff about the display. You can put widescreen on. This is all pretty much the same stuff that was on the original NeoGeo release, so nothing special here. You can change the controls. I've always played this game with like reversed controls because I'm sure most of you haven't even heard of this game. This game is not very well known outside of the hardcore like NeoGeo retro and beat 'em up communities because it came out pretty much at the end of the NeoGeo life cycle. Like there was maybe a couple games after this. The most prominent one was KOF 2003 and then SBC Chaos, and after that the platform was pretty much retired. So many people didn't play this. I've certainly never seen a cabinet of this out in the wild. But it also comes with a nice manual, which is pretty cool because this is not really a game that most people are familiar with, so it explains all the mechanics here. I'll go ahead and I'll explain a little bit, but you can see how well done this is. They actually put quite a bit of effort into this. Now, none of this is news to me, but for new players, it will be. So there's a leaderboard as well. Looks like none of these people, except maybe this guy, once CC'd it. So I might compete on there at some point. Lots of Japanese people, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and go into the game. Go ahead and I'll let this play out since I know most of you are not familiar with this game. So you have like a martial arts button and you have a weapon button and you can combine them into various combos. It's not like Dynasty Warriors, it's more like you can kind of push buttons to get to the end of a chain in different ways. You also have projectiles as well, which you can always use to get an easy launch. There's dashing, which you can actually cancel into. Then you have two special moves. Kage Suda, this character here, the ninja guy, he has 3. He has an Azuna drop as well. But everyone else only has 2. And then you have your Ninpo, which takes a full bar. So the pixel art, the animations in this game are really high quality. I just wish the pacing was a little better. And you have your substitution jutsu. Pretty standard Super Joy attack. So I'll play through the first level here. Probably going to go through a credit because I haven't played in so long, but whatever. Now, before I did this video, I actually played through the first level on the Switch itself in handheld mode. Right now, I'm using a PS4 controller, so it's going to control a little bit better, but it actually is tolerable with the, the Switch D-pad. Sorry, excuse for a D-pad. I'm sure you've heard enough complaining about the D-pad, but this game, it doesn't seem to affect it that much. The samurai dudes in yellow are like the most annoying enemies. And you fight them all the time. Yeah, that running attack they have. So aside from like Knights of Valor 3 and like some really janky Thomas Wave ones, this is like pretty much the last beat 'em up. I think it's cool that it's been preserved. I think this was on the Wii as well, on their Virtual Console. Dude, that guy deserves a promotion. It's not going to be high-level gameplay. I'm going to need some more practice, but I thought I'd show one level. You kind of see how bad the pacing is here, too. You have to keep waiting for them to get up and go through their death animation before you can continue. Yeah, I couldn't get my special out in time. That is the most annoying attack I've ever seen a generic enemy do in a beat 'em up, at least from just short memory. I wish this game was paced a little better and the enemies weren't so annoying, but I think just the overall presentation of it and the combo system makes it pretty enjoyable. The music is really good too. Obviously pushing the limits of the hardware. The NeoGeo came out in 1990, this game came out over a decade later. Pretty impressive, really. Alright, coming up on the last screen here. There we go, as an advanced combo. You're also invincible while you do your specials, so you want to use those if you're going to get attacked from the other side. Oh, there we go. Finished it on 1 credit. Pretty embarrassing performance, but that's pretty much this port. There's not really a whole lot to say. All these ports are pretty much just arcade perfect. They have some little extra bells and whistles, but nothing totally game-changing. Overall, I'm pretty impressed. I'm glad that I actually have a legal means to buy this, because my first experience with this game was, like most people who have ever played this, was when it got dumped on MAME, like almost 15 years ago. So it's nice that it's available legally. You can also get it off Humble Bundle too, so if you want to play this on PC, if you don't have a modern console, you can play it on there as well. That version is not done by Hamster, so it doesn't have all this extra stuff, but it's basically just like a legal ROM. You can just dump it into another emulator. I've actually made a video about that in the past, because this is one of my favorite beat-em-ups. Despite its shortcomings, the enemies can be pretty bullshit sometimes, and the pacing is pretty bad, but I think it still holds up pretty well, especially since this is one of the last beat-em-ups. Past this, there wasn't very much at all, and the last major ones were all IGS games, which most people do not have very much experience with. Now, coincidentally, Knights of Valor is actually shutting down in Asia in about a month, so tomorrow's video is going to be about that. This is just a little bonus video for today. Now, if you want the game, it is $8 on the Switch eShop, so it's the same price as all the other ones. I think it's worth it. I mean, if you like beat-em-ups and you haven't played this before, it does hold up pretty well. It does have some issues, and I've gone over those in length before. So, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.